Hola, me llamo Shadu, and today I will teach you how to say the numbers 0 through 20 in Spanish. Now, first of all, let's learn how to say the numbers in Spanish. The numbers in Spanish is los números. Now that that's out of the way, we can start with the numbers. 0 in Spanish is cero, pretty easy to remember. What you have to remember about this, though, is it does not serve as a base root for any other number in the Spanish language. It is only used when you have to say 0. Now, 1 through 9 in Spanish serve as the base roots for almost every single number in Spanish. To say 1 through 9 in Spanish, you have to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 10 in Spanish is 10. Now 11 through 15 is a bit tricky because they are not based off of the base roots of 1 through 9. They have a slightly different variation. Now 11 through 15 is 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now 16 through 19 is a bit simpler because they are based off of 1 through 9. All you have to do is take the base root number, let's say you're doing 16, so 6, which is 6, and put it in front of behind 10, which is 10. You combine them, you get 16. Now, if you do the similar manner for all the other numbers from 73 to 19, you get the same thing. 17 is 17, 18 is 18, and 19 is 19. Now the final thing you need to learn is 20. 20 in Spanish is 20. Now to Steve Harvey.
Hi kids, it's me, Steve Harvey, and today we're going to be learning los números. I'm supposed to do 21 through 40, but hey, let's get started. I don't want anything to be aburrido, boring, so I'll sing a song.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39.
Wasn't that just great? Thanks for listening to Steve Harvey. Now let's learn more, but not with me, but with the next person. Bye.
Hola chicos, mi llamo es Daniel and I will be teaching you how to say numbers 41 to 60 in Espanol. To count double digits is fairly simple. First, you take the numbers 40, 50, 60, etc. and add numbers 1 to 9th to them. So if I wanted to say, for example, 43, I would say 43. The numbers 40, 50, and 60 are 40, 50, y 60. Now that you got those numbers, you just add the numbers 1 to 9 to them, and you got the numbers 41 to 60. Now on to Manish.
Hola clase, today we'll be learning how to say los números from 61 to 80. So it's actually really simple. So 60 is 60, and if you want to say and 1, then you say y uno. And by the way, y means and. So if I say 60 y uno, that means 60 and 1, which is 61 in Spanish. So that's a very easy trick to get to know how to say your 60s and 70s and 80s, and like just basically your 10s in general. So say if I wanted to say for 70, like if I wanted to say 74, then I would say 70, which is 70, y cuatro, which is and 4. So that says 60 y cuatro, which is 74. And 80 is 80. So that's how you say your 60s and your 70s. you say 60, which is 60, and 70, which is 70, and then you add y, and then you add a one-digit number in Spanish, whether it be uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, or nueve. Thank you. Now on to Dia.
Hola clase, so this is the final part of our presentation, and in this part I'll be going over the numbers 81 through 100. So we all know that the beginnings, well we should know at least, that the beginnings of the 80s start with 80, and from there we can count. And this is why getting the bases of all the numbers from 1 through 9 are so important, because they base all the other numbers. I mean, yeah, sure, the other numbers are important too, but we rely on the first 9 numbers for the whole entire number system, in Spanish at least. So let's get started. With the prefix of 80, we can get 80, and so then we can add 81 to get 81. So 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and that's our numbers from the 80s. And so then we can go on to the 90s and get 90. And we can probably assume the same thing as we did in the 80s section, and we could say 91 to get 91, and so on and so forth. 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and that's numbers for the 90s. And then we have our final number, 100 for 100. Now 100 will base off when you go into the numbers higher than 100, but we're not going through that in this video at least. So for now, get the first 9 numbers down and you'll be good. So yeah, that's it for our presentation. Bye.